At the end of the day, I only care about myself and the liability, the issues that pertain to me, and legal responsibility, and you know, yeah, legal responsibility, and um, legal responsibility, uh, just liabilities and any responsibility whatsoever. Um, I just want that to be dealt with on my end, so that no one can frame me for a crime that I did. And I already explained to the camera that a person, they couldn't just frame you for a crime. You didn't even have to commit it. You could just be, you could have, like, you could have, like, you could have committed the crime, and they could have just, they could have just, you know, like, uh, like, they could have. That's gonna be me in the future. No, I'm being dead serious because I'm overwhelmed with information as well. Like, like, I might have gotten bullied in class and all that, but I don't care personally because I already established my case with what I take issue with, what is a problem, and it smells like shit out here. Again, you'd have to know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it, and you'd have to, like, know the right tone, and, like, you'd have to, I don't know, you'd have to be born with knowing all these things in advance in order to succeed in the system I live in. Like, it's not totally fair to the average person. And like, the thing is, like, I will never know if I understand other people or if other people understand me, because I'm not in their mind. Again, I don't have a crystal ball. And um sometimes I feel as though, like, these things should be going without saying, but in the year 2026, it's like you have to repeat these things, or you have to say the thing out loud. It's like you have to, like, reinforce it by saying it out loud, by you have to reinforce it by saying it out loud, because it's like there's so much, like, people and confusion, and, like, you if you say it out loud, like, you're manifesting it, and like, you're attempting to gain control over the destiny that was set for you. My destiny was probably set years ago, because when you think about, like, the destiny aspect of it, it's the whole destiny is like, from the beginning, like, you'd have to, like, in the beginning, you have to, like, because the thing is, there's other people who probably attended, like, XYZ school, whatever, and like, they needed to get their degree, but in order to get it, they needed to screw someone else over. And so this is why, like, it sucks. It totally sucks. um and I can view this from, like, the most negative perspective, where it's like, you know if I don't contribute anything, like, physically, like, the person, it'd be like they're useless. They're a crutch on the society. They're a burden, they're a liability. Like, and that's, like, the worst version of it. And that's why, like, I would want to be a family doctor sooner. I wouldn't wait another year, 5 years, 10 years. I would have done it yesterday. But like, like, if that's the case and that's the truth, I don't look at myself as someone, like, like, I don't try to come off a certain way. Like, you obviously see the cane, and he's like, this guy could be pretending to be disabled, and I've seen a video like that before. I don't intend to put the blame on anybody else. I already took accountability through this app. Sorry, not this app. This YouTube thing. I took accountability. Uh, like, I don't even, like, it's impossible to know what to say, because, like, because it's I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy, because it's like, because I do something, other people do it. Like because my parents moved from a communist country to Canada, Jennifer Pan's parents did it as well, and it's a logical legal argument. I don't suffice to it. I don't deny it. Um, you know, and I mean, um, everything that happened after is everything that happened after. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not even saying I have the proper moral compass. I think the issue at hand here when um, when we start tampering with human biology. Soy products, allegedly humans being grown in labs, and even it goes further. There's a rabbit hole where it's like the humans being grown in like in some underground facility, and there's aliens controlling it and all that. But like for the intents of this video, it's just me right now, talking about genetically modified food, and the thing is, some of these things are unavoidable. Like if you were sustaining a large population, obviously I'm trying to use the most rational, logical approach to my life. I'm like I don't know, like who's a robot, who's not, who's what their life is anymore. And quite frankly, it feels like humanity just we're at a downward trajectory. We're fighting our own mental health. We're fighting with each other. I can't attest to it, but you can argue about diets, and again, you can talk to someone, and then you start talking, and then all of a sudden there's a touchy subject. You touch that touchy subject, you touch that trigger, and then that person has like 15 seconds to respond. So like they have a choice if they want to fight or not. Again, this information, like it's just fact based. I don't expect people to know it from the get-go. And again, I don't take advantage of random people who I know, like, my parents moving here to Kazakhstan from Kazakhstan is the equivalent to people taking advantage of the naiveness and maybe the generosity of the people here in Canada. And I acknowledge that, and I feel bad. I can't do anything to fix that. If a person succeeds or fails in the school system, that's on them ultimately. But I already made a video on this where Jennifer Pan, she's innocent.